Hello everybody and welcome back to yet another tutorial. Today I have a really cool and easy way for you to do very fast Naruto hand signs in your videos. Check this out. So as you can see, these are super fast and impossible for a normal human being to do unless you're like Kakashi or whatever. But because I wanted to implement these really fast hand signs in my videos, I figured out a really like more or less a hack to kind of make it seem like I'm doing these hand signs super fast when in reality I'm doing a little editing trick behind it. So let's open up a new Premiere Pro sequence. As you can see, I have my clip right here and I'm gonna play it for you and show you how I do it. So whenever I want to do jutsus in my videos, first of all I Google the exact hand signs. I want to be accurate, but in this case I think I just did because there are 12 hand signs in Naruto, so I think in this video I just did all 12 and then scrambled them into like a long sequence. So as you can see, whenever I want to do a hand sign, I put my hand into the right position and I make sure it's like the proper hand sign. And all I do then is after I put it in the right position, I pull my hands apart like that. And that is it. That's all you need to do these really fast hand signs. And I do that for a bunch of different ones. So I just did the bird sign. This is the dog sign. Then I'm trying to figure out what the right sequence is, I guess. That's the pig. So I just do a bunch of hand signs and I do them all the same. I put my hand into the proper position and then I pull them apart. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna create a new sequence. Right here, it doesn't really matter what it is. I just want to make sure it's in the TikTok format, so 1080 by 1920. All right, and then what we're gonna do is we're gonna scroll to the part where I pull my hands apart. So for the bird sign, it's right here, I would say. And then I scroll back to the part where I have my hands in place. So as you can see, when you play it backwards, it looks like I'm doing the hand sign. So I guess you are slowly figuring out how I do it. What I do is in my timeline, here in my sequence, I scroll to the part where I pull my hands apart, which will be right here. You can see my hands moving. So I cut the clip. I select the clip where I pull my hands apart. So this part right here, and I copy it. So we have hands still, hands pulling apart. So all we need to do for the hand sign to form is to reverse this clip right here. Because right now I'm pulling them apart. What I want to do is for my hands to come together like that. So all we need to do in Premiere Pro, and I'm sure you can do this in any editing software. I mean, it's just basically right click, I go to speed and duration, and then I press reverse speed. So what that does is it just reverses the clip. It plays it backwards more or less. And then what I do is I put that reverse clip at the front. And what we have now is me forming the hand sign and pulling my hands apart. And that's it. That's all this tutorial is. It's so easy and it looks really good because you cannot tell that I'm just, you know, reversing the clip. It actually looks like I'm putting my hands together and forming the sign. And then when we do that for a bunch of different ones, for example, the dog one, it's the same principle. It's exactly the same. I scroll to the part where I pull my hands apart. I scroll back until my hands have formed the correct seal. Then I pull that into my timeline. And what I like to do, because I want my hand signs to be at the exact same speed, I look at I pull that clip over the hand sign I've just done. And then what I do, I go to the part where I pull my hands apart, which would be right here. I copy that, paste it right here. Then I reverse the clip again. It's the same principle. It's all the same. But what I like to do now is, because if I pull this in front of here in the beginning, you can already tell the clips don't match. It's different speeds. So all I need to do now is I try to align the cuts, and then I pull this a little further, and then you notice that this is not quite aligned. So I just pull this back. I move this to the front and pull it back, because remember that clip is reversed. And then when I add this to the other clip, we already have 2 hand signs. And basically it's, you know, you can tell if it's a water dragon where you have 60 hand signs, it's a lot of copy and pasting more or less, because the hand signs repeat. Obviously it's not 60 different ones. You have 12 hand signs in Naruto. So if you want to do a water dragon jutsu, you have to basically, I'm not even sure what the water dragon jutsu is, what the different ones are, but for the sake of this tutorial here, let me actually do the fireball jutsu for you. And the fireball jutsu, if I remember correctly, starts with doesn't it start with a snake? Actually, let me look that up really quickly. I don't wanna spread false information here. Let me quickly fact check myself. Okay, it starts with a snake. That's what I thought. So for the fireball jutsu, you have a snake, then you have snake, ram, monkey, boar, horse, and tiger. So that will be, this is the snake sign right here. I pull it apart. It's the same thing again. I go to the part where my hands are together. I move it here. Then I go to the part where where my hands go apart. I cut it right there. I copy the clip. I paste it. I reverse the clip. And then I add these in front. So that'll be the first sign. I don't know. Do we need these? No, these are not part of the fireball jutsu. So that will be the first sign. Snake. Then we have ram. Where is my ram sign? There's my, oh, I skipped it. There it is. There's my ram sign. Same principle as always. I go to the part where my hands are apart. Then I scroll to where my hands are together. Then I pull that clip over the hand sign I've already done. And then I scroll to the part where my hands go apart, which would be right here. I cut, I paste, I reverse the clip. And then for continuity reasons, I try to align these cuts right here. So as you can see, I make sure these cuts are aligned. And then I extend this one. This one aligns nicely. So all I need to do is move this to the front and then pull it back a little. So we already have 2 of 6. So it's snake, ram. I think it's monkey next. Is it monkey next? I always mix those up. It is monkey. I need to trust my guts more. I've done this hand sign so many times. I should trust myself more. I just wanted to make sure. So we have the monkey sign right here. Scroll to the part where I pull them apart, which will be right here. You can see them moving here, but that one's better. You want your hands to be in motion already. So once again, I reverse the clip. I align these cuts right here. I extend that. I shorten it. And then I extend this. And as you can see, these hand signs are all the exact same length, which is exactly what we want to do. So now when we play this, we already have 3. Now is the boar sign. Where is it? There it is. That one's always super difficult to do because it's such a unnatural position for your hand to be in. So that one would be really hard if you were to do it like in reality, like live without editing. I would imagine this would be one of the hardest ones next to the bird sign. I mean, the bird sign is just impossible to do if you just want to do it free. Where were we? Okay. You have snake, ram, monkey, pig. Now is horse, which is actually my favorite hand signs to do. I think the horse sign, it just looks so cool. It's just, I mean, I guess it's just, it looks so much more complicated than it actually is. But I just feel like it looks really cool. That's my personal favorite. The horse sign and the tiger sign, actually, I like them both. And speaking of tiger sign, this would actually be our last one. And the important part for your last hand sign, because you don't pull the hands apart, is you just go to the part where you put your hands together again. And then all you need to do this time is just reverse the clip. Because when you're finishing the hand, so you don't pull your hands apart again, you just finish it. So all I need to do then is I go here, I go to the clip, and if I play it, I pull my hands apart. But what we want to do is our hands to go together. So I reverse the clip, and then ta-da, my hands go together, and we have the fireball sign. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Done. Let me extend this a little. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Gyokaku no jutsu. There we go. That's the great fireball. And in my videos, you can tell that I'm doing my hand signs super quick. And what I like to do for that is I could go to each and every single one of these clips, right click, go to speed and duration, and just speed it up by like 200%. But then what I would have to do is like fill in all these gaps. Because if you do it, for example, let me just do it really quickly. I select all these, I go to speed and duration, and I press 200%. What it does, it speeds up every single clip, but it leaves you with all these gaps, and then you just have to move these clips into position. It's just too much work for me. So what I like to do is I like to select all these clips except for the last hand sign, which is the tiger sign. So you select all the hand signs before that one. You right click and then you click nest. So what that is going to do is it's going to put all these clips into like a sub sequence, more or less. And then you have them all kind of in one clip. But if I double click on here, you can see it's just all these clips together in a nested sequence. And now what I can do is I can just right click on that nested sequence, go to speed and duration, and speed it up by 200%, for example. And now if we play this, you'll see it'll be super fast. There you go. It looks so cool. It looks so clean. The hand signs are completely like 100% accurate and perfect, because you're not actually doing the hand signs. You're just pulling your hands apart from the perfect position on. So it's kind of beating the system, more or less. And the cool thing is, like, once you've done it once, you can just copy and paste it into like every video you want to do. Obviously, if you do different hand signs, or if the setting is a little different, like if the weather is different, you have to do them over and over again, which is what I do. I tend to just do these hand signs over and over again for my videos, because I want the lighting to match and everything. I'm sorry, and everything. But this is pretty much it. What I also like to do is, you can see my face up here, and you can see that it is moving slightly with each hand sign, which is not necessarily what I want. So I like to zoom in a little. I like to zoom in into the hand a little. So just go to the nested sequence. Right here under motion you have scale, and I just scale it up a little, and then I'm change the position, make sure it's centered, and then I copy the position and paste it onto our last hand sign. As you can see, it just adapts all the keyframes. But if I play this now, super clean, super fast. And that is it. That's how I do all my hand signs in my videos. It's such an easy way, and it's just a way to make sure that all these hand signs are perfectly aligned, because the last thing you want to do is, you know, show messy hand signs in your videos. What you want is your hand signs to be super clean. I know there's people out there who can do them really fast and like pretty accurately. I'm not one of them. I'm just not. So this is my way of doing it. It's a super easy way. You can do it on any editing software. I don't think you're just limited to, I do it on Premiere Pro, but everything I've just done, you can do in Final Cut. I'm sure you can even do it on your phone. I'm sure there's ways to like use apps to like reverse clips. All you need to do is basically reverse clips and then cut them. But yeah, that is it. Let me know down in the description below what you want to see next. I've seen lots of requests for you wanting to see me edit a full video, which is what we're going to do next. So, but let me know in the description down below what tutorial you would want me to do next after the full editing video, which I'm going to post in exactly 1 week from now. So every single Friday, I'm posting a tutorial. Next Friday, that'll be a full editing video of one of my TikTok videos. So until then, thank you so much for watching. Make sure you follow me on here because I'm going to be posting lots of more tutorials. I'll see you again next Friday, and stay awesome.